こんにちは、皆さん。私は今、ビデオを作ります。Yes, today's topic, Japanese random lessons topic is about Japanese. I mean, how many foreign people who are learning Japanese learn Japanese, and that I think that is not a good way to learn Japanese with mas des form. If you know what I'm talking about. So, I saw a video on YouTube where, let's say, American men were talking in Japanese. I don't know who they were, but it doesn't really matter who they were. So let's say American. But almost every time, I should speak more quiet. Every time they speak, they use watashi wa, but the way they say was like watashi wa. So watashi wa blah 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 desu. Watashi wa blah 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 masu. So for example, watashi wa anime ga suki desu. Watashi wa I can't think of anything, but as for me, that sounds really strange because we don't really say watashi wa blah blah blah. The last time I used watashi wa blah 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 desu or watashi wa blah 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 masu, I could think of is, I'm sure, over 1 month ago. I'd never really use it except for situations like job interviews or anything formal, anything public thing. You never say watashi wa blah 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 desu to your friends, or mostly anyway in everyday life. It's really rare. So I can say almost nobody uses watashi wa blah 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 desu sentence in Japanese. At least Japanese people don't. So that's why that sounds really strange. So if I am to introduce myself, let me do it for now for you. Konnichiwa. My name is not Yamamoto, but let me address myself as Yamamoto because I don't want to tell you my real surname. My name is Kohei, but anyway. Konnichiwa, Yamamoto Kohei desu. Okay, let's say the situation is I am in a new class. I'm a new student, and I'm coming into a new class where there are maybe, let's say, 30 people. こんにちは、山本浩平です。はじめまして。ブラブラブラ中学校から来ました。まだこの町のことはよくわからないですが、よろしくお願いします。好きな科目はですね、体育と、国語、英語、理科とかが好きですね。前の学校ではバスケ部に入ってたんですが、趣味はいろいろあるんですけど、映画見たり、音楽聴いたり、カラオケに行くのも好きですね。よろしくお願いします。あんま僕から喋りかけられないかもしれないですけど、ぜひ、皆さんお友達になってください。よろしくお願いします。Definitely, I'm not going to put any subtitles, sorry. But the idea of saying, speaking, letting you hear me speaking in Japanese is I rarely used watashi wa blah blah desu as you I hope could see. So, that's one thing I wanted to tell you. Watashi wa, not only watashi wa blah 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 desu, watashi wa nani nani desu, but we merely use watashi wa, especially boys, men. Women, girls, it's not so strange to use watashi wa. But man, so only situation I could think of that men use watashi wa is formal situation or public situation. At formal situations, you are required to address yourself watashi, no matter which sex you are, female, male. So I address myself watashi at my high school entering exam interview, or also college. Yeah, watashi wa. Yes, that's the only case I could think of where you use watashi if you're male. But if you're female, you can pretty much use it anytime if you want. Watashi. But not many women. But what's common to Japanese people, how they speak, is we don't really address ourselves with what could be I in English. But no, that's not true. Maybe men usually address themselves ore or boku. Ore, boku. You know what? Ore, boku. I don't need to write it. Ore, boku. And female, girls, women, ladies, they say watashi. Or there's watashi. Some women, some girls call themselves girls more by their names. If your name is Catherine, Catherine is not Japanese name, so that it doesn't. It's gonna sound strange. じゃあ、エミコ。Let's say エミコ is a name for girl. エミコね、今日映画見に行ったの。エミコ went to watch movie, but that means I went to watch movie. So some girls do that, but many girls don't. They would rather say watashi. So if you have ever thought that I am blah blah blah, anyway, I am or I do blah blah blah, is watashi wa blah blah blah, desu, watashi wa blah blah blah, masu. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it does sound strange to native Japanese speakers. So, but I can't tell you not to do that, because I can't tell you what to do instead of watashi wa, unless you are very good in Japanese. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. Watashi wa blah 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 desu is not really that sounds strange. Yeah. So in another video, I will talk about this part of this watashi wa desu masu thing. I hope maybe that's it. Bye. Thanks for watching.